passed out, then woke up. I looked around the room and everything's all filled up with all the homies, headphones, retro raps, and last night was a heck of a congregation. I don't want to implicate my conversation, but there's a good chance that your boy was wasted. Yeah, guaranteed they hating on all my main homies and my main women. Salute them real dudes that come with us, not them fake boys with no biggest. Y'all just talking, I ain't with it. I make action happen quick.
Back on the 540 show. This is the local flavor segment. As always, I am with my guy Thomas. How's it going, Thomas?
Hey, what's going on, Ryan? What's going on, listeners? You are back in the local flavor segment of the 540 show.
You can hear this song on my man Thomas's T-Flow on his new mixtape, Above the Law and Under the Influence. You can find that on iTunes. This is the song Good Night by him and Ja P. You can hear that on that mixtape. Go ahead and grab that now on iTunes.
Great song, man. Appreciate that. So, how was your break? Well, before I
How was my break? I had a really good break, actually. It was nice to stand up and use the bathroom. You know, that's always my favorite part when the segment ends. You know, I get to get up,
Just
walk
go
around
do
a
your
little bit,
thing
like
a little
refresh,
bit.
because I'm so zoned in when I'm on this microphone.
Yeah, man.
Just so everybody knows that.
it's like laser focus.
Yeah, so I was over here, and I'm looking up the weather, and wow, it's going to be hot today. It is Tuesday, and it was 96 today. Tomorrow's going to be in 99, and then 100 on Thursday. So make sure this is going forward. Drink your water as always.
That's right. You're going to need the ACs pumping. ACs working in this weather.
Yeah, when we first got this studio, funny story, our AC didn't work, so we went like the first week moving everything in, building stuff in here with no AC. I lost some much needed poundage there, so that was good. And I'm looking at one other thing here before we get to this interview with DeAndre Houston Carson that we have been teasing.
Yeah.
Speaking of DeAndre, Panther football schedule came out. That's Massaponax, and I noticed one glaring thing that stuck out to me.
What's that, man?
In the first game or the first two games, there's something that was always a staple, and for the county that I've always been around. Ponix and Cortland had a little of a rivalry going, and they're not playing against each other this year.
Not playing anymore. That's right, man. And it is it's because of school size, right?
Well, yeah, it's got to be. I'm not really sure why, but if I had to guess, it's Ponix is moving even probably closer to Division 6. I'm not sure if they have moved up into 6, but there's so many students, and Cortland stays around the D4, D3 range. So, those teams usually don't play each other, but I think Cortland, it being so close and it being a thing, we always played them. But that was one of the more fun games. It was really cool to see all the students come out every year and how much that game was hyped up every year. It was really fun to play in. We both played in, so how'd you feel about that game every year?
They were every single Cortland game that I either went to as a youngin' and maybe in Thornburg going to see it, or when I was a freshman, sophomore, and even on varsity, they were always some of the most hyped up games, very intense, hard-hitting games. Fans were very intense, during those games. And even if you remember, my sophomore year, I believe your freshman year, was that crazy field situation at Cortland.
Yeah, where there's a little bit of a fight or skirmish between between the fans and stuff like that. So that wasn't good, but that definitely added fuel to the fire. Shout out to Cortland. The fans always showed up. It was always very fun and respectful on the field, and it was always cool to play them. I really enjoyed it. It for the area, it was cool because everybody came out to that game.
Right. And what was the overall record from Ponix
Straight
Cortland
off
history?
the Ponix football website, I have 14-5 series victories. So
in favor of Ponix, of course.
Yeah, but it didn't really matter. Any given year, the record on either side, because we didn't know. Or it was always early on. You know how it is. You don't know who's going to be good that early.
Yeah.
And it kind of formulated in that Cortland would always play us tough no matter what.
No matter who's on. Yeah.
They always hit. They always hit. They always came to play. So well coached. So that's going to be sad to see this year in the football schedule.
Yeah, definitely wish that you could see that. Now, do you think there's ever going to be a chance? I mean, since I was young, man, I've always wanted to see Ponix play JM. Is that ever going to happen?
Right now, no. It's JM's still down in Division 3. Maybe if they move up to 4 and we're in 5 situation there, but it looks like Ponix is kind of heading towards the 6.
Really? Wow.
This is all stuff that I'm just guessing. This is all from what I've seen.
Sure.
Teams usually bounce between 5 and 6, and teams usually bounce between 3 and 4.
Right.
I'm not sure how it works, if it's a contract deal or they just do it every year, if it's a rezoning type of situation. If you have more information about that, go ahead and email me, and I'd love to know how.
Let
them
know
works.
your Twitter that you can hit you up at that.
But speaking about football.
We
We had a very special guest in studio this weekend, one of our friends, but not only that, a very humble guy, and somebody that was he didn't have a lot of time when he comes home. He's got so many people to see. He's got family to see. It was really nice of him to stop by and do this interview. DeAndre Houston Carson, former Massaponax player, former William and Mary standout, and now a Chicago Bear. we had him on series. So go ahead and take a listen to that interview playing right now.
Hello? Hello? Hey, this is Ryan, and this is the local flavor segment. Goodbye.
How you do that dance? How you do that dance? Do it. Yeah. Yeah.
You won't do that in the end zone.
You saw it here first.
How's it going, everybody? We are back with DeAndre Houston Carson in studio. I'm with my guy Thomas, as always.
Hey, what's going on, y'all?
How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing?
I'm doing great. How you doing?
I'm doing awesome.
How you doing, D?
I always got to ask the guest first. I feel like I went backwards, but we're doing.
No,
everybody's doing good. We're in here at 8 o'clock in the morning, just so you know we're dedicated. You can never call me not dedicated. Sean was late. We're gonna call him out right here on the mic for being late. DeAndre was on time, and Thomas is here all the time. So that's how we started the morning. It's a beautiful, crisp morning outside. We were supposed to work out. We didn't do that, so
Didn't get around to it.
we didn't do any of that.
Did I overhear that there were some phone technical difficulties? How did that work out?
That's where we're going to go with. We're going to blame Sean and say everything this morning was Sean's fault.
Sean's fault.
That's a safe bet.
But we got DeAndre in studio. Let's stop talking about Sean. We got Sean in here all the time. What are you doing in town? It's so good to see you.
Man, honestly, I'm in town. I wanted to bring my lady down here to be able to meet you guys, to be able to meet my family.
Awesome lady.
Get around. Yeah, good people. She's crazy.
She's awesome. She is an awesome lady. I met her last night.
Yep.
Going in on me in Spanish all the time.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
That's not cool.
But soon you're gonna know Spanish, right? This
Exactly.
Rosetta Stone's gonna get it fluent, and you're gonna be able to.
She said
write
last
back.
night.
I've been trying for like 9 years.
She told me last night Rosetta Stone wasn't
Don't
the
work.
way to go. So yeah.
We're not getting sponsored by Rosetta Stone, I guess.
Never mind. Never mind. Rosetta Stone.
Shout out Rosetta
hit
Stone.
me up for a
Pop Row show.
Everybody's got a price, Rosetta Stone. Everybody's got a price. But so how's it good? So where are you staying in Chicago?
Yo, I live in Mundelein, Illinois. I think the best way to describe it would be from about Fredericksburg to Washington, D.C.
Okay.
60 miles or so. Okay. How far is that from the facility you guys go to?
About 20 minutes.
20 minutes?
Yeah, about
Oh,
20
that's
minutes.
not bad.
Yeah, so you're home for a couple days. Is it hectic when you get home to try to make your rounds and see everybody you want to see?
It typically is. This time has been cool though, because I haven't really done it. It's just worked out this way. This is kind of like 3 different events where I'll be able to see everybody who I want to see. Like,
Okay.
so
Oh,
for
yeah,
instance,
one place.
yesterday- Exactly.
Yeah.
We hung out yesterday, and
You're going to go to, you said you're going to Williamsburg today?
today,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna hang out with all those people down there. So this is kind of nice. Usually I'm just ripping and running.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's cool. So everything's going good in Chicago then? What's the
it's
biggest difference up there than being down here?
The biggest difference, I would say, is just the congestion, I guess.
Yeah.
It's so many people up there. The traffic. I guess
You were
we have
saying
bad
anything?
traffic down here.
You're saying we sound
the
country
traffic's-
though.
Yeah, the traffic is pretty bad. It's getting worse. It's not terrible right now, but it's getting worse.
Yeah.
He said we sound country up there.
We
or
sound
we
country?
are country compared
Act country.
to them.
Yeah.
You go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I realized that when we were chopping up wood, I was like, man, Fredericksburg is pretty country.
For fun, like, what you want to do today? Let's chop some wood.
Let's just burn some wood. I mean, sounds great.
Hey, let's hang out.
No, but seriously,
Pretty country.
I never recognized how country we were until I went to Chicago. I was
Yeah.
like, man, we actually are kind of.
See, I got a weird perspective. I went to school in the South, and I was thinking we weren't country enough.
Okay.
Yeah, so you got everybody coming, because a lot of those guys came from Florida and Georgia and all that, and I'm coming down from Virginia, and they make me feel like I'm from up north. So that's, it's crazy how if you go, a little bit this way, a little bit that way, how different everything is going.
That's real.
Yeah, so what's life in the NFL like? Everybody, I've always wondered because I watched
Myself
it growing
included.
up. I'm sure he's wondered. I'm sure everybody's wondered. What's life really like in the NFL in the best way you can put it?
It's life, and your job is to play football.
Okay.
So, it's a job. I think it kind of gets a lot of glamour and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, like, you go in and you have a 7 to 5 or 7 to 3, 9 to 5. And that's just kind of what you do.
Yeah.
Which is cool. It's different, There's different guys on totally different planes as far as life goes. Some guys are married with a bunch of kids. Some guys are single bachelors. So it's fun. It's a fun melting
That's
pot of
pretty
guys.
cool. And you actually said it earlier that it's still football at the end of the day. It's football. The same thing that you've been doing since. How old were you when you started playing?
8 officially.
Nice. But at the end of the day, it's still X's and O's and it's football. That's pretty cool.
Still, cover two to cover two when you
Yep.
get to the league.
Yep.
It's just the athletes are a little different.
Right. Little different athletes. Yep. That's cool, man.
Yeah. So what is what are the perks like? You get any like free gear? You get all kinds of cool free gear and all the food you want and stuff like
Under
that.
Armour.
I mean, I'm being honest because like as soon as I get to the league, I'll be like, all right, I need 6 pair of cleats, 4 practice jerseys. I want the nicest practice pants because you can walk up to Plonix, you got to work your way up to that stuff. You know, you get the poopy practice pants when you're a freshman, and then when you get up there, you get the nice stretchy ones.
Yeah. I mean, they definitely do a good job, holding us down with gear, which is sweet. You know what I really want? And
What's that?
One of my good buddies, he has a celebrity. I'm not going to tell who it is, but he has a celebrity Chipotle card.
What? Shouts out to that.
Listen,
You got to get a pick, and walk right into Chipotle. You got to get a couple picks, turn it back for touchdowns, and go into Chipotle that day. Be like, hey, you saw me on TV, bro. I need free Chipotle.
That must be the life.
Yeah, it's probably gold. It's probably gold too.
Platinum.
No,
So-
I really think he gets a free Chipotle meal every day, bro.
Really?
It's sickening.
Wow.
Do you guys work? Do you work out enough to afford Chipotle every day?
Yeah.
Yeah, figure so. So you'd be all right.
Yeah, like, if I ate Chipotle every day, it would be good.
Yeah.
My 2 miles ain't really doing it.
Wait. Chipotle is like the healthiest option.
Well, not when you put the sour cream cheese.
It's like it's the best. So,
See,
I don't know what kind of noise
you
that
can't
was.
tell. You can't tell him Chipotle is bad for you though. Like I've tried it before. I'm like, oh, I can't get that. I'm on a diet. He's like, what? That is the diet.
That's funny.
But that's cool. It's glad to have you in town. And we're talking DeAndre Houston Carson. We got him in studio. He played for the Chicago Bears, went to Massaponax and College of William and Mary. So you came out of Massaponax, small area high school. We're the best around, but it's a smaller area around here. And
I like that answer real quick too.
I remember you started getting the offers. You locked up to William and Mary soon. Why'd you lock up to William and Mary when you did? I remember you had offers pouring in even after William and Mary, but you were so set on William and Mary. Why was that?
Ryan, I had 2 offers.
No. Oh, no.
Oh no.
It goes to show you if you got 2 offers, you can make it to the league. More offers than I had.
Yeah, same.
No, but
Bridgewater asked me.
You want to kick? Well, we don't really got a spot for you. Just show up
Yeah.
first day of classes and walk out on the field.
That's an offer. They offered to come out.
like some resentment.
Start getting angry on here.
Gotta let it go.
Scholarships for the skinny kickers, apparently. The skinny kickers. Anyway.
What about Jedikowski, man? That man is still booming kicks.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about it. It's a sore subject. But back to why we're here.
You know what, bro? I would say I was real prayerful about it. I was kind of stressed out. You know what I mean?
I was shocked.
Like going into my senior year, it wasn't until like July that I got any scholarship offers. So I was kind of stressing, like, man, am I even gonna get an offer? Like, so I was real prayerful about it during that time and just really honest with God, like, hey, this is what I want to do. If you open something up for me, and I was just praying about it. And then so when William and Mary gave me the offer, and I went down there and met the guys, and they were really like-minded individuals, and I saw the production, of all the people who had made it to the league from William and Mary.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, this is the move. And I
Mostly
didn't
being
wanna stress about it no
DBs.
more, so-
Mostly being DBs too, right?
DBU, baby.
DBU. That's cool.
That's cool.
DBU. I like it. From now on, William and Mary is known as DBU to me.
DBU.
Yeah, I know that.
But so you mentioned your faith and God and everything like that. When did that become a big part in your life? Because I know early on it was something we always talked about, being little kids running around and stuff like that. But I remember at some point that really became a big part of your life, and I actually noticed your life, moving in a more positive direction. So when did you really start going with that route and being really faithful and just believing in that?
Yeah, man, I'll be honest with you. My first kind of memories growing up were in the church.
Yeah.
So I was kind of indoctrinated, if you will, in the church from a young age. But I was just kind of wilding, and we all make mistakes, even to this day. But I was just kind of wilding up until probably when was that? Probably my sophomore year, and I just felt real dry. I felt real empty. And I think I was trying to fill that, void with, all types of different things, and it just wasn't satisfying. So I just kind of got to the point where I was just really asking God to change me. And I remember having a real conversation with him in my room. I just sat down. I was like, dude, if you're real, like, you gotta show me. You know what I mean? Because I don't. If God's real, it's the biggest.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's the
Yeah.
biggest person. It's the most important thing in the world. And so I wanted to really understand him. And then that was kind of coupled. I think what you're talking about is a good buddy of mine had passed away And so I really got to thinking about, and this might get kind of dark on this show, but
No, that's fine.
You're good.
We can go
Keep on
every which
going.
way.
yeah,
I
so
love it.
I really started to consider, the reality of, of death.
Yeah.
And the fact that, we're all going to pass away one day and we'll have to, stand before God and give an account. And so that kind of just scared me, honestly, because I was like, man, if I have to stand before God, I'm toast. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And I still feel that way right now.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Yeah, there's a lot of work to be done in that department.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
it just and then when I heard the truth of that is the truth, like we're all we have no chance in and of ourselves, then that's why we have to have faith in the work of Jesus Christ in order to attain to salvation, because there's nothing we can do. That offered me so much freedom, and I just wanted to live my life in a way that reflects the love that he showed to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like if you love your girl, you love your mother, your father, your boy, you want to do things for them. You want to act in a certain way.
Makes
that's
a-
treat
respectful,
them.
so-
That makes so much sense to me. I
That
mean,
is perfect.
That makes a lot of good
Very
sense.
well said too, man.
So you're getting in the churches in Chicago and everything like that, right?
Yeah, it's cool, man. I found a dope church up there. Well, really found me.
Yeah.
And I met Elizabeth there as well.
Okay.
Just name drop. I love you, baby. I had to throw that in there.
Hey, that's smooth. That's smooth. You love her like you love Chipotle? Ooh, there's the sounds again. Ooh. But yeah, this is something I wanted to ask, and this is probably like the last serious question we'll ask, and we'll get to some goofy topics and talk about the good stuff. But you went to Ponix, everything like that, and then went to William Mary, and a lot of kids have the dream of wanting to be in the NFL, and to me, it was always so far, like, it always felt like it was right there, and then all of a sudden it was gone. When did you really start believing and that you were going to make it to the NFL, and when did you set your mind that this is what I'm going to do?
Yeah. So I would tell you this. Not my first, but when I was a kid, I would watch my father's football tapes. And I'd jump up on the couch and I'd be like, yo, touchdown, you know what I mean? Hallelujah. And that's what I would say. And so my mom and my father and just people around me kind of prophesied over my life that, yo, this is what you're going to do. You're going to play football and you're going to be a preacher. And so kind of from a young age, like, when you hear something enough, you kind of...
It becomes...
Exactly. So I kind of knew, like, that's what I wanted to do since I can remember.
That's
But it
cool.
didn't really become like, yo, like, you can do this. You know what I mean? Until probably like my sophomore year of college, I had an assignment. Actually, Sean was at that game. I had an assignment, and the dude was like one of the best receivers in the conference, and they were like, "Yo, you're on him this week." And dude had like, I'm not going like, kind of shut him down. And
You can say what you want.
No,
He
no,
shut him down. This dude didn't get any receptions that day,
yeah, and so
They said name.
and now he plays for the Bears. I mean, that's how it works.
Yeah.
You shut down the best receiver in the league, and you play for the Bears.
DBU.
But that success breeds confidence.
Yeah.
And so I would say, just build on your successes and build on that positive, motivation that you have, I guess.
Yeah.
And there's gonna be ups and downs, and I don't know if this is really the question as far as give some advice, but there's gonna be ups and downs.
Yeah.
But I would say, just find like a good support system, and that's what really helped me, because I had people who believed in me and be like, yo, you can actually do this.
Yeah.
And when you hear it enough, it's like, you know what I mean?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. So let's move on to some lighter notes and ask some wackadoo questions.
Wackadoos.
Some wacky questions. So you obviously play football for a living. What is your style of play? What did you say if you had to say what kind of player you are?
Good
What's your
question.
style of play?
I think I'm kind of self-deceived in that sense, because I want to play
A certain way?
a certain way, but I don't know if it's really my game. So I need to find like what's really
What
my
is
game.
that way you want to play?
So I watch Troy Polamalu a lot,
Nice.
and like Tyrann Matthew. I watch those guys. They're just instinctual.
What about Sean Taylor?
I haven't watched too much of him, to be honest with you.
That's fine. That's fine.
But guys who kind of just like reckless, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just like they have a hunch and they go for it.
Uh-huh.
And that's how I want to play, and I think that's it's part of that in my game.
Yeah.
But honestly, I think I'm more of a cerebral player. I try to. I don't know how to describe it. More finesse, I guess.
You're a lot into the film. You study a lot of film, so you kind of read and react kind of guy. You like to be out there playing without thinking.
Yeah.
Is kind of what I would probably say.
And I really want to cover guys.
You like to hit.
You know what I mean, I like to.
You
I
like
like
to-
to tackle, but I really want to. Like, there's nothing.
Lock people down.
I'd rather have an assignment and be like, yo, I'm on you all day, than have and not touch the ball, than have 15 tackles. You know what I mean? That's kind of just.
Hey, I like it.
me.
What quarterback are you looking to facing the most in the NFL?
That's a good question. Obviously, I would love to play against Tom Brady. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah, oh, yeah,
Great,
yeah.
the GOAT.
The great.
In my
Yeah,
opinion.
right.
You
Mine
know what I
too.
mean?
No, he is.
I love to play against him. Who else is real good out there right now?
Aaron Rodgers, he's
Aaron
in your division.
Rodgers, Drew Brees,
Phillip
Rivers.
he's money. Don't sleep on Phil.
Yeah.
If he gets his leg right, maybe he'll get back out there. But that's cool. So I guess I would want to go against Tom Brady too, because that's he's the GOAT and he's still playing in the league. So why not go against the best? Who do you look most forward to covering? If you could cover one receiver in the league, who would you want to cover?
Who's the best receiver in the league right now?
Antonio
I
Brown.
want to check on Antonio Brown.
I like it. I like it.
Odell.
Yeah,
I think you
Odell's
shut
nice.
Odell down, but I'm biased there, so I don't really like Odell Beckham.
That'd be fun.
But yeah, that'd be awesome to see you shut those people down, and I really appreciate you stopping in the studio with us
man.
today.
Definitely appreciate you
I know you
coming
don't.
by,
You
bro.
got to make your rounds when you get home, so that's really cool. You got in here, and it is 8:00 in the morning, so a lot of dedication went into this interview.
Cool, man.
Sean, thanks for stopping in. It was good for you to come in the first time, ruin the first interview, but the second
everybody
interview
what you look like,
sounds
Sean.
really awesome. Stand up, block. Yeah, there you
Everybody
go.
what you look like.
There he is. That's
Sean. We
Sean.
got Sean in here.
We got DeAndre in studio. Any last words you want to say before you hop off here?
Yes, sir, man. I just love y'all boys, man. Appreciate y'all letting me come through. And this is dope, man. So I'm all for the 540 show, baby.
Hey,
Hey,
you heard it
got-
here.
You heard it here first. Hey, we love you too, and I appreciate you coming in the studio. I'm Ryan,
I'm Thomas.
and we are out of here.